Hey, I'm Chris Byer.
I'm Tristan O'Shaughnessy.
I'm Brittany Oliphant.
I'm Lindsay Booth.
I'm Stephen Comfort, and we're doing our project on business analytics.
All of the data that existed up to 2003, all the recorded information, we generate in 2 days today. But much of it is unstructured. Much of it's on the World Wide Web. It's in various different forms. And the ability to kind of make sense of that data, to be able to leverage it and to use it, is available today and would have been very, very difficult even 5 years ago.
As a team, we researched the meaning of business analytics to better understand the meaning of the word and how business analytics can be suited in the business world. In our research, we discovered the meaning behind business analytics and why it is being used in today's world at such a high importance. We found out what business analytics entails and why it is necessary for survival of certain sectors in the business. While we were researching the topic, we took a single company, Apple, and looked at the scope of business analytics and the role it played in the survival and the strengths of the company.
Analytics is the next big thing. And I think our customers are starting to recognize that. They're starting to realize that in order to really be competitive, they need to take advantage of their data, leverage, and turn it into insight. They're coming to us to understand what are the possibilities. And that's where, using the power of analytics, we're able to take the information that we have on hand, take information that's available out there, and help our clients fully realize what their potential is.
Organizing analytics projects. Companies want to know the number of resources needed for a successful analytics project. Although the number of resources varies from project to project, the rule of thumb is that the core team consists of 3 people: a statistical modeler, an analyst, and a developer. A fully functional team is also going to include a leader, a manager or project leader, business analyst, and evaluators or testers.
The meaning of business analytics. You can use business analytics to gain insight that informs business decisions and can be used to automate and optimize business processes. Data-driven companies treat their data as a corporate asset and leverage it for competitive advantage. Successful business analytics depends on data quality, skilled analysis who understand the technologies and the business and organizational commitment to data-driven decision-making. Once the business goals of the analyst is determined, an analyst methodologist is selected and data is required to support the analysis. Data acquisitions often involve interactions from one or more business systems, cleanings and integrations into a single repository such as a data warehouse or data mart.
Understanding the data. 2 main issues are data quality and availability. Results of an analytics project are directly related to these 2 issues. The best practice in dealing with a data quality issue is to deal with these issues before undertaking an analytics project. The data does not need to be perfect for an analytics project to be successful, but leaders and managers must understand and agree upon the limitations facing the project. Also, there are statistical techniques that can be used to refine the results and minimize data quality issues, like segmenting the results into expected results or those with a high probability of data quality issues for evaluation purposes.
The analysis is typically performed against a smaller sample set of data. Analytic tools range from spreadsheets with statistical functions to complex data mining and predicate modeling applications. As patterns and relationships in the data are uncovered, new questions are asked, and the analytical process iterates until the business goal is met. Business analytics equals performance management plus predictive analysis.
The global markets are getting open for more businesses, creating more opportunities for companies to expand and reach into the new markets. Organizations are not just worried about their profitability anymore, but they're more worried about the survival and to continue on for future generations. In today's economy, 97% of companies with revenues of more than 100 million are using some form of business analytics. Business analytics are more important now than ever before. One part being that the global, political, and physical barriers are collapsing all over the world. All along until now, organizations were using business intelligence to get the information from the vast amount of data buried into various internal systems. But this is just information, and decision makers had the reactive approach to deal with such situations. By looking at the future, organizations can take proactive decisions and plan their business for maximum success. Business intelligence can give you information, but business analytics gives you the knowledge and tools to apply that intelligence.
When you look at specific industries, the problem becomes a little bit more specific to that industry. For example, in a lot of the telecommunications industry, it is about managing churn. It's about understanding their customers and finding new and interesting ways to keep them engaged with you, to stop them from moving away.
What it entails for business analytics, it can answer questions like, how do we get more insight about our customers? What if we change the price or service of the products? What will be the impact on our customers? How do we target our most profitable customers? How do we detect frauds? And which of the customers are likely to leave us in the future? Extremely important area going across all the business domains. If you know in advance which of the customers are likely to leave you, you can take measures to hit only those customers with right campaigns to retain them. There is no need for machine gun firing, but a sniper is required in this case. It also supports tactical decision-making in response to unforeseen events, and in many cases, the decision-making is automated to support real-time responses. It'll answer questions like, why did it happen? Will it happen again? What will happen if we change X? What else does the data tell us about that never thought to ask? It also includes statistical quantitative analysis, data mining, predictive modeling, and multivariate testing.
Business analytics is without a doubt key in running a successful business. By utilizing business analytics, any current problems that need immediate attention will be answered at best capability for the company. Without the ability to make these decisions or judgments, the window of opportunity will close for the company, which could possibly result in developmental failure. Business analytics applied to certain sectors within the company reorganizes and analyzes data, which is then used to inspire future growth.
Organizations that have transformed themselves into analytics-focused organizations are seeing a third more revenue and 12 times better performance than those that haven't. Every client that I speak to asks me, how do I get analytics into my business? So they've got to understand what analytics can do, understand how analytics can be used in their business, and at the same time, they've got to build a solid foundation of data to apply the analytics to.
Implementation is essential in analytics because it is the actual transformation of data into actionable information. Planning how you intend to use analytics and the nature of your audience becomes essential to maximize your return on investment. And understanding that analytics has different meanings within a company is fundamental. Executive management may want to know whether tactics are properly aligned with strategic goals. Line management would like to know how to best accomplish their specific monthly objectives. As companies embrace and streamline analytic projects into their operations, they should plan to face all issues that could possibly derail their goals. For instance, when business analytics is mated to a company's research and development program, production sector, marketing or finance department, or the legal department, these sectors then have significant competitive advantage compared to a company whose data is just left unadjusted. This advantage in data organization contributes to overall company survival. The following is how business analytics develops company stability. Used by companies committed to data-driven decision-making, business analytics utilizes leading-edge algorithms, advanced mathematic assets, methods and capabilities to help the business sector develop predictive analytics and business optimization to create new solutions for any threats or challenges that may arise. Capital One implementation example. Capital One runs over 300 experiments daily to improve its ability to target individual customers. These tests provide the company with a relatively low-cost way to predict outcomes. Capital One found that via their experiments that CD interest rates, rollover incentives, and minimum balance requirements had a very predictable effect on retention rates and new money coming into the bank. By using these predictive models, the business was able to improve retention by 87% and lower the cost of acquisition by 93%. Through this analytical approach to marketing, Capital One believes it can identify and serve new market segments before its peers can. Once the data has been configured, this closes the time lapse between strategy and execution, eliminating any lag time between the steps for future application. The use of analytics helps the business sector to thrive under any challenging conditions, ultimately achieving success for the company.
As a team, we learned a great deal about business analytics that will help us in our future to be proactive towards business decisions and solutions. We found a timeline that showed Apple's accomplishments from 1999 to 2008, which focused on the progression of the different models of the iPhone. Although the iPhone was not released until 2007, it took strong business analytics to look into the future and see the needs and wants of cell phone users. Because Steve Jobs was so proactive and created such a unique product, the iPhone has become the most popular cell phone in America. Aside from the invention of the iPhone, Apple has developed many other popular and frequently used products, such as the Mac computer, the iPod, the iPad, and soon-to-be-released Apple TV. Apple ended the year as the second most valuable company in the U.S. stock market. The success of the company depends on what happens with the leader, and Steve Jobs was the only one who knew the mission and vision of Apple. He was a perfectionist and made sure each product was unique and met his expectations, even down to the last screw in a laptop case. His perfectionism had a lot to do with Apple's success. Jobs wanted Apple to own and control the primary technology in everything we do. There is no doubt that Apple's success in the past decade depended on Jobs' astonishing ability to introduce products that captured the consumer's interest. Jobs went above and beyond to create cool new devices, and he dominated over the creation of new market ecosystems. Since Steve Jobs was the mastermind behind the success of all of Apple's products, it is questioned what will happen to the company since he has passed away. In order for Apple to stay at the top of the competitive market, the company will have to come up with a new strategy for their business analytics and carry out the legacy of Steve Jobs.
In conclusion, we learned that business analytics is one of the most important aspects for a company to be successful and to be able to survive in the business world today. Without good business analytics, companies have no chance with competing in the free market economy. With business analytics, you can foresee into our future's customers' wants and needs and are able to prevent any failure and loss of business within the company. Using business analytics within your company can give you a competitive advantage because you will know what to expect from the continuously changing market.
In 15 years, we're not going to be talking about analytics. It's just going to be so regular, so normal that we don't really discuss it anymore.